So hello students, we have already came to an end of this chapter, that is reproductive health. We have finished about the STDs and MTPs in the last class. So today we are going to dealing with the another important concept, that is infertility. Okay, not all the couples, as we have studied in the characteristics of living organisms, reproduction is the characteristics of a living organism. Yes, because all living organisms, they reproduce, they give birth to the young ones, but there is exception. As we said, the reproduction is not a defined character, right? Why we said it is not a defined character? Because there are some individuals also, they are unable to reproduce, like they are unable to give birth to the young ones. This incapable process or situation, we call it as infertility. Okay, they are incapable to give birth to the young ones or to perform the reproduction. Such individuals, we call it as sterile, right? So such sterile couples, what happens to such sterile couples? So in such conditions, the couples are opt for some technologies like artificial technologies. Those technologies, we call it as assisted reproductive technology, or ARTS. We are going to study one by one what are these ARTS. Okay, so already we have studied what is infertility. It is the inability of male or female to reproduce or to produce the children's. The reason for this may be the physical, congenital, that is genetical diseases, drugs, immunological or psychological things. Specialized healthcare units help in diagnosis and corrective treatment of these disorders. There are some clinics which help the couples which are suffering from infertilities nowadays. It is casual now. Only the thing is they need to wealthy, like financially wealthy, so that they can opt, because this infertility treatments are very costly. Okay. So, what are the different types of ARTS, assisted reproductive technologies? One main important thing is in vitro fertilization, IVF, or it is also called as test tube baby program. Next is gamete intrafallopian transfer, that is GIFT. Intracytoplasmic sperm injection, that is ICSI. Artificial insemination technique, that is AI technique. And surrogacy or surrogate mother. Assisted reproductive technologies. The first assisted reproductive technology is IVF, in vitro fertilization or test tube baby program. In this method, what happens? The ovum or egg from the wife or any donor and sperm from the husband or any donor are collected and are induced to form the zygote under simulated conditions in the laboratory. So what happens? We already studied where the fertilization happens within the female reproductive tract. That we call it as always in vivo, inside, internal. If the same thing performed outer side or external, it is called as in vitro, in the laboratory or in a petri dish or petri plate or a glass plate, then it is called as in vitro technique. So here also what happens? The fertilization is outside within the lab, hence it is called as in vitro fertilization. What happens? They collect the egg and sperm from the husband and a wife or any donor. It may be female donor or male donor. What happens? They collect the gametes, they keep in a petri plates in a laboratory, and they allow them to get fertilized. This is followed by embryo transfer. We know once this ovum and eggy sperm is fertilized, it will give rise to zygote. After zygote, there is cell division or cleavage, that is embryo is formed. We know the first embryonic stage in humans are called as what? Blastula. Okay, so hence it is called as embryo transfer. This ET or embryo transfer is of two types. Okay, one is the GIFT. What is GIFT? Zygote intrafallopian transfer. What happens? Transfer of zygote takes place. Okay, the directly after fusion, the zygote is get transferred into the fallopian tube of the female tract. This technique is called as GIFT. Or sometimes the uterus, transfer of embryos within the uterus, we call it as what? IUT, intrauterine transfer. These two are the different methods of embryo transfer. One is zygote is transferred into the fallopian tube. Sometimes this same zygote or embryos are get transferred into uterus. Okay, so these are the two methods. Next, embryo formed by in vivo fertilization within the female also could be used for such transfer to assist those females who cannot conceive. So what happens? There are two conditions now. One condition is the female show the capacity of the fertilization, but she fails to conceive it, like she fails during the implantation process. ಸೊ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಕಪಲ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ದೇ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಸ್ಪೊಮ್ಯಾಟೋಜೆನೆಸಿಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಊಜೆನೆಸಿಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ದೇ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಹೆಲ್ದಿ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಗ್ಯಾಮೇಟ್ಸ್. ಬಟ್ ಒನ್ಸ್ ದ ಮೇಲ್ ಇಂಡಿವಿಜುವಲಿಂದ ಸ್ಪರ್ಮ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ ಆಗಿ ಫಿಮೇಲ್ ರಿಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಟ್ರ್ಯಾಕ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋದಾಗ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಸಲ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಈ ಒಂದು ಫರ್ಟಿಲೈಸೇಷನ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಫರ್ಟಿಲೈಸೇಷನ್ ಆಗದೆ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಆರ್ ಸ್ಪರ್ಮ್ ಕೌಂಟ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಥವಾ ಸ್ಪರ್ಮ್ ಮೋಟಿಲಿಟಿ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಅವಾಗೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ದ ಸ್ಪರ್ಮ್ ಕೆನಾಟ್ ಟ್ರಾವೆಲ್ ಟಿಲ್ ದ ಫೆಲೋಪಿಯನ್ ಟ್ಯೂಬ್. So what happens sometimes? This IVF is performed. Both egg and sperm is taken outside and they are fertilized. The zygote is transferred or embryo is transferred. ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಸಲ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಫರ್ಟಿಲೈಸೇಷನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಫಿಮೇಲ್ ಇಂಡಿವಿಜುವಲ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ, ಬಟ್ ಶಿ ಡಸಂಟ್ ಶೋ ದ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ ಆರ್ ಹೆಲ್ದಿ ಇಂಪ್ಲಾಂಟೇಷನ್. ಅವರಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಪ್ಲಾಂಟೇಷನ್ ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟಿ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಇರ್ಬೋದು. ಅವಾಗೇನಾಗುವಂಥದ್ದು, ಇನ್ ಸಚ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್, ಸೊ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಅಸಿಸ್ಟ್ ದ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಅನದರ್ ಇಂಡಿವಿಜುವಲ್. ಇವಾಗ ಇನ್ ದಟ್ ಮದರ್ ಶಿ ಕಾಂಟ್ ಇಂಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ದ zygote or embryo properly, then what happens, they are going to opt for surrogacy. Okay, surrogate ಮದರ್ನ ಹೈಯರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋವಂಥದ್ದು. ಲೈಕ್ ದರ್ ಇಸ್ ಅನದರ್ ಫೀಮೇಲ್ ಇಂಡಿವಿಜುವಲ್ಸ್, ಶಿ ಈಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ರೆಡಿ ಟು take that embryo into her uterus. In her uterus, such embryos, the couple's embryos are implanted, like kept in the uterus. So it is get implanted and ಅವರಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರೆಗ್ನೆನ್ಸಿ ಆಗುವಂಥದ್ದು ಬೇರೆ ಒಂದು ಫೀಮೇಲ್ ಇಂಡಿವಿಜುವಲ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ. ಆ ಫೀಮೇಲ್ ಇಂಡಿವಿಜುವಲ್ಸ್ನ ಏನಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ, ಸರ್ವೋಗೇಟ್ ಮದರ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಸರ್ವೋಗೇಸಿ. ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಟೈಪ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, so next, sometimes what happens, we have seen GIFT, but here GIFT, that is directly the gamete is transferred, that the transfer of ovum from a donor into the fallopian tube of another female. The same mother, if she cannot, like as I said, implantation orally ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದಾಗ, ಸೊ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, yes, they will go for the another female individuals, the one who cannot produce the ovum itself. Like what happens, not all the individual, the infertility ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು not only related to only female or male, both infertile ಇರ್ಬೋದು. ಲೈಕ್ ಇನ್ಫರ್ಟಿಲಿಟಿ ಇಂಪ್ಲಾಂಟೇಷನ್ ಒಂದೇ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಕನ್ಸೀವ್ನೆಸ್ ಒಂದೇ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಇನ್ಫರ್ಟಿಲಿಟಿ ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕೆ ಊಜೆನೆಸಿಸ್ಸು ಆಗದೆ ಇರುವಂಥದ್ದು ಇನ್ಫರ್ಟಿಲಿಟಿ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಲೈಕ್ that is, if the individuals are not producing the ovum, such condition is also called as infertility. ಅವರಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಓವಮ್ ಅಥವಾ ಎಗ್ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸೇ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದಾಗ, ಸೊ ಅವಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಯಾರೋ ಒಬ್ಬರಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ದಾಗ ಅವರ ಒಂದು ಓವಮ್ ಅಥವಾ ಎಗ್ಗನ್ನು ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಇವರಲ್ಲಿ ಅದನ್ನು ಇಂಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಮಾಡುವಂಥದ್ದು ಅಥವಾ ಇಂಟ್ರಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡುವಂಥದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಗಿಫ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಹೆನ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಗ್ಯಾಮೇಟ್. Okay, when they perform ICSI, intracytoplasmic sperm injection, ಯಾಕೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ when they perform, what is the condition here? A laboratory procedure in which a single sperm is injected directly into an egg then the fertilized egg is implanted into the woman's uterus. So when this technique is performed, ICSI, when the male individuals shows less sperm count. See, when in a semen, ಒಂದು semen produce ಅಥವಾ seminal fluid produce ಆದಾಗ, so the seminal fluid contains sperm along with some chemicals like fructose, calcium ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಆ seminal fluid ಅಲ್ಲಿ, so there will be a normal sperm count, that is 80 to 300 millions of sperm ಇರುವಂಥದ್ದು. If instead of 300 millions, if there is only 20 millions in that seminal fluid, it is called as less sperm count. So what happens when the male individuals is suffering from less sperm count, he is not able to fertilize, like he is not able to, like the sperm is not able to get fertilized with the egg. During this situation, what happens, the sperm, a single sperm from that male individual is directly injected into the egg. Okay, when it is directly injected into the egg, there is a fertilization process and the chance of getting pregnant. So artificial insemination, this is also same for low sperm count, or if the individuals are not performing proper insemination, ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ ಆಗಿ ಇನ್ಸೆಮಿನೇಷನ್ ಪರ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಆದಾಗ ಆರ್ಟಿಫಿಷಿಯಲಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಹೇಗೆ ಆರ್ಟಿಫಿಷಿಯಲಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದರೆ, ದ ಸೆಮೈನಲ್ ಫ್ಲೂಯಿಡ್ ಆರ್ ಸೀಮನ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ಮೇಲ್ ಇಂಡಿವಿಜುವಲ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದಿಸ್ ಸೀಮನ್ ಈಸ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಇಂಜೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಇನ್ ಟು ದ ಫೀಮೇಲ್ ರಿಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಟ್ರ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ಸಮ್ ಆರ್ಟಿಫಿಷಿಯಲ್ ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕ್, ನಾಟ್ ಬೈ ದ direct male individual. They collect from the male individual. Sometimes this artificial emanation is within the vagina, because naturally what happens, naturally insemination ella aguvanthaddu, gamete transfer ella aguvanthaddu ejaculated into the vagina. Sometimes by using the artificial insemination technique, this semen is directly injected into the uterus, not vagina, uterus directly. This uterus insemination or ejaculation, we call it as IUI, intrauterine insemination. The insemination is usually in the uterus. When it is in the uterus, it is called as intrauterine insemination. When there is artificially, it is called as artificial insemination. Remember, this is very important as well as confusing thing also. Okay, if the question is as the artificial introduced into the uterus, then it is called as IUI, that is intrauterine insemination. If it is artificially introduced into the vagina, then it is called as artificial insemination. Please try to understand this difference. Uterus alli madidre adana IUI antivi, vaginaದಲ್ಲಿ insemination ಆಯಿತು ಅಂದರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಆರ್ಟಿಫಿಷಿಯಲಿ ಆಯಿತು ಅಂದರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಆರ್ಟಿಫಿಷಿಯಲ್ ಇನ್ಸೆಮಿನೇಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. Okay, so when these techniques are useful, male partner having inability to inseminate, the first problem, okay, then is low sperm count. Okay, as I told already, surrogacy, here a woman bears a child for a couple unable to produce a children. Okay, a couple, if the couple are unable to produce a children, ಅವಾಗ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, there is a surrogate mother which are going to perform the pregnancy for those couples, because the wife is infertile or unable to carry. If she is unable to conceive, then this thing will be opted, that is surrogate mother is impregnated either through artificial insemination or through implantation of an embryo produced by in vitro. ಅವರಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕೋವಂಥ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಇನ್ಸೆಮಿನೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಆರ್ಟಿಫಿಷಿಯಲಿ, ಅಥವಾ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಎಂಬ್ರಿಯೋನೇ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಇಂಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಥ್ರೂ IVF ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕ್. ಸೊ ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಟೈಪ್ಸ್. ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ಏನು? ದೆರ್ ಆರ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್. ದ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಈಸ್ the ARTs are very expensive. Okay, very expensive because instrumentation, the instruments used for all these ARTs are very expensive instruments. So hence the cost of the technique is also, yes, costly, expensive. Next thing is, not all the, like in India, This ARTs are like they are not allowed to do ARTs, like they think it will damage their religious or emotional things. So hence these are different problems of ARTs. So the thing is, the better thing is, instead, if the couple is infertile, instead of going to ARTs, so legal adoption is the one of the best methods for couples looking for parenthood. If they are looking for parenthood but still they are infertile, then the best idea or the best suggestion or advice is the legal adoption. Okay, so this ends um, so this ends the chapter that is reproductive health. So go through the 3 videos what I have sent. Please read, it is very important concept.